Hi guys, welcome back to the day two of our bootcamp. I hope everyone can. Good evening, guys, and happy Bhai Dooj. Good evening. Not yet. Just share the link with your friends so they can easily join and they do not miss out anything. Okay, so today, obviously, we are going to do the as I mentioned, we are going to do the exploratory data analysis, which is a very important part of data analysis. Like it is the very primary thing in this. So we are going today. We are going to do that thing only. All right. Just I think very few people have joined till yet. Just tell your friends to join quickly so they do not have to they don't miss out anything, otherwise they will miss out and ask later that I have missed it. Till then, just reconnect your Google Colab from here and just click on run all so that you do not have to later on get worried regarding these things that I have not. So this till here we have completed day one, and I hope day one was clear to everyone, those who at least know the basics of the Python. Because I've observed many people who don't have basic also, they can also like gain a knowledge, but they need to have at least basics of that to get through all the things. Everyone, I'm kindly repeating, don't write present here because it is of no use. I will give you the attendance link around 10:40 to like 10:40, 7:40, 7:50 around, and you have to mark your attendance in that. No, you have to create a different Yashwant. You have to create a different repository to submit the project. You do you have to create a different, like that was for AI story. You have to create a new repository for this. I hope. Okay, so it's 7:45 already. 7:05. If you have missed yesterday attendance, I can't help you in that. You have to be very careful in that you don't miss out anything regarding the attendance. For the certificate, you have to like attend all the 3 days and as well as submit the assignment, which will be provided to you after the boot camp. Okay. Yes, I will surely tell you how to, like you have to just go on GitHub, uh, and in that you have to create a repository. Once you create the repository, you have to just connect your Google Colab and GitHub account to GoLab, and you have to just click save a copy in GitHub, and from here you have to select whichever repository, like whichever name you have created. In that you have to select that, and after selecting that, just click on OK, and all the code from here will get automatically stored there. So you don't have to write anything. Like in VS Code you have to mm, check on git status and git add and git commit everything, but here you don't have to do all that. So I think that's enough. Most of the guys have joined, so we will starting with the day 2 coding part, and today we are going to do all the EDA, exploratory data analysis. Okay, so starting with importing like important libraries again into our system. So as we are going to do EDA, so obviously we have to import the Matplotlib and Seaborn. And after this, till then, everyone please rerun all your code. Just click on run all, which whatever we have done yesterday. Just click run all every. Okay. So after that, like we are importing in this. So it in like Matplotlib, it allows to create charts and plots like a normal bar graph, pie chart, scatter plot, some like that. So basically, this turns the raw data into visuals, which kind of eye catchy. And then we have Cbond imported as SNS. So like Seaborn is just a improved version of the Matplotlib. It is built upon Matplotlib. You can think of it as a stylish and simplified way to make a beautiful statistical graph. Like uh, the work is same, but the way of representation and everything styling get improved with less complex code kind of thing. So Seaborn, you can say, automatically handles color, theme, and styling, so our visualization looks more professional and less efforts we have to do in that coding part. So this was importing our library. So second things come to the loading the data. So data is equals to pd dot read underscore csv. So this data, the clean playstore.csv data which we have stored yesterday, in here you can see clean playstore.csv. So we are going to use this data on which we have worked yesterday properly. So like we will store this data, like load this data into our data frame, and then we will start working. So in this we will sns dot wait, and in this we can print, like we have cleaned the data and saved. So like we want to know the shape of the new data which we have created. So data dot shape. So like in the original data we were having, you remember, 13 rows, but we have add one another row of is paid, and so now the total rows becomes 14, and the original data contains 10,800 something kuch something rows, but as we have removed the duplicate rows and everything, the rows comes out to be 10,357. So this is the like new thing of how we have got everything. And in this, if you want to the head also data dot, so you can see how data is, and obviously a new column which we have added. You can see that also, what the data looks like and everything, like review rating, and like one more thing, uh, like yesterday I think installs, we were there. Yes, review ratings and installs we have converted from object data type to numerical data type. So this was like the initial things we done. So now we will go through a small recheck of like of the clean data, that is null values present. If present also, they should be in very less number. Numbering should not increase more than zero point 0.1 or even 0.2 something. It should not be greater than that, which can create an effect on result. If it is less than that, we can ignore that, but it should not be. So we will check whether it has missing values or not. So first of all, we will print the info. So in this, now you can see earlier only I think rating data was in float 64. Now reviews and the price also, installs also. Now we have total four types of float or data type. So in this, we will first check print. Okay. So now in this, you can check map. We have zero, category 000. In type, we have one that can be ignored easily. Then we have current version 8 and 2. Okay, so these are all like 1 out of 10,000 is very less than 0.01%. Okay, so these like less values can be ignored, but if it would be having the number of 300, 400, 500, so in that we have to fill out the things, but these can be ignored easily. So now in this, first of all, we can check statistical data also, like data dot describe. So these things we have already done, so we are just checking on. So all the like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the numerical columns, their count, mean, standard, minimum value, maximum value, and everything is here. So okay, now that our data set is loaded successfully, so now we move to our next, like we have got the information about the new data set which we have cleaned and everything we have done. So now we have done everything like rechecking and everything. So now we will move to our next steps and everything. So moving with the next steps will be like, so in the next step we will first of all choose the top 10 categories in our this data set. So this all exploration part is done. If any would have attendance link, it would not be any use because attendance link was valid till yesterday only. It is of no use today. You have to fill a new attendance link for today. We have data set Just a second, let me share the link of data set in the chats again if you guys have misplaced. So this is the link of data set. You can, is it okay now? Like, I hope now you don't have any problem. So now from this part onwards, we will be start getting the insights. So we can pull out from this Play Store data, and we will get all the insights from the things. So in this, first of all, we will be finding out the top 10 app categories which were trending and everything. So look, like, first look at the code, then we will move forward. Equals to data in this category dot value underscore counts, and in this, as we want top 10, so we will select the head is equals to 10. Okay, and like this, if we want normal simply data, if we want to print this data, like you can print this data, but I want to properly visualize this data. Like here you can see family apps were like 1943 and something like that. So but now I want to visualize the data, so in this you will give figure figure size. Okay, SNS bar plot x underscore top categories dot by values I want, and by top categories by index I want. So in this I can add one more values I have parallel. Okay, equals to, and in this plt dot top 10 categories, x level number of apps by category, and plt dot. Okay, so now in this you can see, like, we have visualized this thing. Now same data which we received here, 1943, 1121. So same data you can see here also, how it is represented in the form of a bar graph with different shades, which, like, it, like, if you just see, if you receive this data in this form, like here, if you receive your data in this form, or if you receive a data in this form, which is more appealing? Like, which one would you prefer, just to visualize and understand, which is obviously a visual data set, so like a visual representation of that data. So that's why we prefer the visualization of this thing. So in this, like, we have used a bar plot graph to visualize everything, and here you can see category and everything mentioned, like in which it is working and how it is. So like, if I have to swap this, so here you can just swap with the index and the categories, like values of both the things. So this was like, uh, first thing we have done of top 10. So in this we can do multiple things now. Like next we move from like how many apps to how well they are rated. So across all the categories, like it's okay, like family apps were like 1943, but how well they are rated, like how well they have performed among these categories. So we will go through that. So coming to the next part, in this we will go with the average rating is equals to data dot group by, and in this what we are going to group by category, and in this category we want the rating sorry, values. Why? Because we are sorting on the basis of values. And in this also, like you can select ascending, descending, and whatever you want. So like I said ascending. And in this also again I want only, like if I'm going to take everything, it will be going to very large. So I'm taking only top 10. So head is equals to, and print average rating everything. So because we are going with seeing that data in the manual, because like you can see this data, like the average rating of each app manually also. But like I want to visualize this thing. So plt dot, we are going to use different types of figures in this. Like earlier we have set up, okay, in this 10,6, okay, average rating dot values, y equals to average rating dot index palette is okay, yeah, average rating by category, plt dot show. Mm. So like all the rating were almost near three point, like only 0.1 difference was among top three, and then moving forward. So you can see very minute differences between them in the bar graph also. Like almost all apps were 4 plus rated, the top 10 in category wise also. And in this also, like earlier you can see family was on top by the collectively top 10 in that wise. But here if we go with rating wise, education is on top. Like education apps are rated best, like average rating per category wise. So in this, like education, then events, then arts and everything, we have several categories. So in this we have, that's why we have selected top 10 categories only, so we don't get confused with multiple categories. Attendance I will give at 10, 45 or 50 only. So moving with the next part, like we can do different types of visualization. So now in this, like we have added the paid category. So now we will check the free versus paid apps count. So we will analyze how many apps are free and how many apps are paid. So in this we will go with app underscore types is equals to data. And in this, we are going with type. And in this plt dot app underscore type value app underscore dot index. So like where this we are using from last row. So like let's change to cool warm for this, and then we have this to 6 app type index and app type. Okay. We can change this. In this we have get in the index, and in this we can go with values. Okay, and in this we can like write p versus p function. Value count where I have it in. So here you can see a very clear comparison between like free we were having approx 9,591, whereas paid were only 765, and this is a clear demonstration also of both the free versus paid. Okay, so like we have done the free versus paid comparison also. So like now, like finally we will let's explore the app ratings are like overall distributed overall, and whether most apps are well rated or poorly rated, like how the rating criteria falls in this. Like we are doing different things, so like we have done the bar plot in this. So now do the histograph also, histoplot also. So in this plt dot figure, and in this fixed size is equals to 10. So in this data equals to rating, and then bins is equals to 20 comma KDES. Sorry, we have to set KDS true, and color let it be sky blue only what it was giving suggestion. App distribution of rating and rating frequency for LT dot show. Nice. So here you can see like most like very few apps are one rated 1.5 to 2.5 something. Mostly apps are rated 4 point I think 1, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, and 4.5. And then again it like perfect 5 is very few, like till 4.9 we have. uh, few are perfect 5 also, like the rating might be very less, that's why it's perfect 5. But here you can see app decision rating wise also, like how well they have been rated. So all these things which we are doing manually today, uh, these all things to tomorrow we will go with the working in the you can see in the Power BI also. Yes, obviously that certificate values a lot, and you will get that certificate because that certificate are only granted to those who have genuinely worked in the bootcamp and understand and submitted that thing. But like those who think they will not work and they will just like mark attendance and they will not submit the project, so they won't be able to get that, because in that, that's why to maintain the authenticity of that certificate, we ask students to submit their project, the 5 slides of explaining what they have gained in each day, and even a 30-second video like what they have gained and understand overall in that thing, and showing their output like 30 like almost the code and the output of with the screen recording, telling what they have gained with the output, to check that whether really they have worked or not. Yeshwant, the meaning of SNS is just it is a we are using short abbreviation for the like code reusability. Again and again, it is going to be difficult to write C, like not difficult, but to simplify the code, we are not using the C1 again and again. C1 is just a enhanced version of uh, Matplotlib, like all these representation and everything. We are till now using the Matplotlib. Further, we will use the Seaborn also. So it is kind of a enhanced version. You can see, like all those people who use, like suppose you have Yono, like people who are having an SBI account, they have a Yono app. So in that Yono app, they have two versions, a Yono Lite and Yono. So Yono Lite have few features, but they have basic working features, all the things, and Yono have complete all the things. So that way, Matplotlib is a simpler way, but Seaborn is also a enhanced way, but it is built upon the Matplotlib to reduce the complexity of writing the code again. So the Seaborn is used. EDA is exploratory data analysis. In this, we like go through the data, visualize the data, see different aspects of that data to understand, and then produce a very thoughtful outcome out of that data. Like what is the role of data analyst and the data scientist? So they really do the very work upon this thing only. They first of all check what they are working, how everything is going on, how like trends are going. Like here I can see mostly apps are rated 4, between 4 to 4.5. Here I can see majority of apps are free, only very few, like if I compare the number, so it is like approximately um, 90% of the, more than 90, approx 93 92% of the data is free, like apps are free, only 7 8% of apps are paid. Here also, like rating wise and everything. So this is like checking the data and everything. No, we are using Vivya, we are using the collab environment. You can just simply go and search collab. Okay, so till here we have done. So now let's move with more beautifying things, I think. So now we will use the Seaborn also. So in this, like now we will plot a scatter plot for the price versus rating of the app, like what's the rating and everything of that app. Sometimes, like in very dense data, the scatter plot gets plotted at the single spot several times, making it a cluster of dots. So you have to check that thing also. So plt dot figure, and this big size we can set it as 8 comma 5. Let make it small only. Then sns dot scatter plot. In this first thing which we are giving is x is equals to price, and the second thing y is equals to. So this we are doing just to justify whether the price and the rating are justifying each other or not. Like all these things only help company to understand their performance and everything, whether at what the level stand and everything. In this color, anything you can set, and then the price versus. See, like mostly apps are obviously free. So that this thing was only I was telling. So like mostly apps were free. So you can see a cluster of dots or like 5-10 rupees also if they are. So major cluster of dots you can see here. So you can find out where the majority lies with the scatter plot, and very few apps and their rating like you can find here like around 100 rupees, or mostly 4.23, 4.6 rating out of 5, and then 4 rating less than 4, like for 400 we have few apps at 2.7, 2.9 rating, and then we have 3.6 rating also, and then up to 4.4 rating. So this tells us to understand the trend, what actually the price and everything was going on. So now let's check another thing also, of the installs versus review, like how many installs they have got and the reviews based on the log scale. So in this plt dot figure, mm, 8, 5, let's set. Let's set this as y and this as x. Data is equals to, okay, no, data should be present. Data is equals to data, and a part of these things we can add is equals to type. In this we can go with plt dot x scale log, and this plt dot y scale log. In this, we need to mention the log scale, and we can also write a plt dot legend. In this, title is equals to app type. So actually, we have exchanged this thing. Installs. We have mm, okay. So this is, so you can go like, you can see the paid rating and everything. Okay, I think yes, everything is correct in this. So here we are again using scatter plot, but this time we have added a coding using the parameter u is equals to type. So in this hue we have created a, this means each point is colored based on whether the app is free. You can see here free are blue and paid are orange. So it is a nice way to compare both type visually in a same plot. Like otherwise we have to plot two different of free and paid, but here we have used both the thing with the installs as well as rating. So we can check how many installs we have, and log we have used here because numbers were too large. That's why we have done that thing of writing the uh, logs in that. So on x-axis, like we have the number of like reviews and ratings and everything, and in the y-axis we have the number of installs. You can see like 10 to the power 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So I hope you guys understand like why. So this logarithmic scales to both the like axis, uh, because the install counts, as I again told, and review counts can range from a number of few to like a app can have millions of download also. So it is not possible to maintain in that scale, so we have used the scaling in the form of millions. So a normal scale would like compress most points near a bottom, so making it a more expand and readable way. We have used this scaling method. So this was about the another scatter plot. So now come with like most people say like SN like Seaborn is majorly regarding the heat map. So let's have a heat map also regarding like different sectors like all the thing numeric like rating, review, install, price, and speed. All the numerics one. Let's have a correlation matrix of them also. Like how much each of them are correlated and interdependent. Yes, is Google Collab is free, Kaggle is also free. We are using only the resources which are free and everyone can uh, have it. Like you don't have to pay anything for this bootcamp certificate also. It is also free. Everything here is free. All the resources are free. So don't worry. Attendance. Okay, let's wait a second. It's almost time. So in the last, I have import. What like all four certificate Kushagra. uh, you will get a certificate for this specific bootcamp. Why, like, when it is a single bootcamp, so how you will get four certificates? You will get a proper certificate for this specific bootcamp if you like attend all three session, mark your attendance, submit the project PPT along with the video. You will get the certificate for this. This is a specific bootcamp, no others bootcamp. Again, I'm saying. Please, I'm like waiting for you guys to quickly copy the attendance link. You guys can copy the attendance link and mark it later, but don't forget and come tomorrow and say I forgot, because in this you have to fill out a lot of things. Yes, you will get Kushag. You will get a certificate in collaboration with Microsoft and Google. You don't have to worry regarding that. You have to submit all the necessary things. Okay, and the submission link you will receive a day after we finish. Like tomorrow we are finishing this bootcamp, so you will get the certificate by Saturday evening you will get, and by Sunday evening you have to submit. You will get 2 days time, like Saturday to Sunday, and that submission link will close at the evening of Sunday night. Like you will get approx 2 full days to complete that thing and submit. Once you guys submit, you will get the certificate, because we have to verify each and every student has submitted everything properly. And once you submit everything, make sure you submit in form of Google Drive link and GitHub, the code and everything, so it can be easily accessed, and make them public, because many students submit privately and we can't verify, so they get problem in getting the certificate. So just make sure you submit in form of public link, so we can verify it, and you can get the certificate easily within, like, once you submit, we take 3 to 4 days to verify, and after that we distribute all the certificate, those only to those who are eligible, not to everyone. Okay. So I think this till here everyone is in, and attendance form link is also pinned, so you guys can have it. So starting with a correlation. So in this, like, we are going to use the multiple data. So we are going to create a list out of the first is the rating. Okay. Second thing, we can take reviews. Then installs, price. Okay. A part of price also we have created one more thing, that was is paid. We are only taking all the numeric data sets. That's why we will to show the relations between them. And in this 6 comma 4 image dot heat map and auto see my own line width. And in this we have to add one more thing. FMT is equals to 0.2f. So here is a proper heat map relationship between them. You can print it normally also, the correlation matrix. This is the correlation matrix. You can consider it as a 2 by 2 matrix or 2 by 2 array in which we store all this data, and the same thing is visualized here. So you can see here it was 0.68 and it is round off to 0.07. You can see the correlation, like here we have plot the bar also of how much, like one is the highest correlation of between them, the rating and this, then again review and everything, the correlation you will find out. You can analyze this correlation matrix to check which categories are dependent on each other, and the value near to zero means like no relationship, and value nearest to one is the highest or the strongest relationship. And we sometimes even we have -1 or -0.1, so that means you that they doesn't have a relationship or even a negative, like as they don't even relate. Like here you can see 0.002, 0.01, 0.01, all these are in minus, then we have in plus also, then 0.63. So with this analysis you can understand what they actually means and how they were doing everything. So like once we do this all and everything, so we can check also, we can save the same thing in form of CSV form. So data dot describe and to underscore CSV, and in this we like all the EDA summary and everything which we have done, we can store this EDA summary dot CSV and print EDA summary saved as. So when you run this and when you go here, EDA summary dot CSV has been saved here in this. So like it's almost 7:55, and I hope till here everyone is clear. If you guys have doubt, you can ask. So this is like endpoint to our day two. We have complete our EDA summarization of that data set which we have cleaned and done everything. So with this, like we wrap up the day two. Again, I'm repeating, on day three, guys, please be ready with your Power BI desktop installed. All the Windows user, you have to install that, and all the Linux and Mac and every users, you have to work on the web-based Power BI. You can just simply go on Google and like you have to just go here and sign in, and you can start working. Like you have to just sign in here, and you will, the page like this will appear. You have to sign in and you can directly start working on Power BI directly. And all the Windows user, you just have to like and get on downloads and download the Power BI desktop. Like it is available for MacBook users also, but it is paid for MacBook user. Like you have to pay for them. But rest, but for Windows, like it is free for them. They can use with the Microsoft 360 Office. All those who have subscription of Microsoft 360, they can use Power BI here also in MacBook. But I'm just telling alternative to everyone, so they don't have any issue. The link for submission will be shared. Can anyone tell we have to submit a question? You like the submission link you will receive after, like, once you finish tomorrow's bootcamp. You will get a daytime on Saturday by evening. You will get the submission link, and by the night of Sunday you have to submit. uh, so you will have 2 days. You will get that submission link on the WhatsApp group of this bootcamp only, so don't worry. Okay, I hope everyone is clear. So, guys, be ready with your Power BI desktop and everything ready. So, tomorrow we are going to make a dashboard out of this data. So, here we will be using a static type of data, but later on, once you increase, you go into, yes, you can take data on yourself also. Yeah, just simply go on Google and type download Power BI. You will get the link. There is no such complex thing in downloading that. Okay, so I think everyone is clear. Let's finish this and see you guys tomorrow at the same time with the same energy. Okay, guys, bye bye. See you and happy Bhai Dooj again once.